Yeah, what's good? This your boy Rocdastar. We good. We back. Anyway, we're gonna discuss a few things. I want to discuss the development and the maturity of Afro Americans in urban society. All right. Now, lately, I've been seeing that in my community, a lot of people have grown to be childish. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it and I don't understand. I think, if you ask me, I think that they are trying to hold on to their childhood, which is to me a waste of time. Because right now, the type of situation that we're dealing with and we're faced with, you know, all it is just doing is just showing people like me how stupid and retarded they are. You getting where I'm coming from? And people like me, that are not thinking about having a sense of humor, they sway away from those people who are thriving on having a sense of humor. And I mean, especially those who don't have any money, but they still have a sense of humor. And they're still acting childish. You know what I'm saying? Uh, a few seconds ago, a few seconds ago, I received a prank call. Somebody calling about car insurance and all of that, and I'm explaining that I don't got car insurance or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really drive like that. But it was a prank call, and he hung up, and it was a white dude. You getting where I'm coming from? And what came to my mind was, listen, I own a Samsung phone. Koreans and Asians are laughing at these childish ass white people prank calling black people and bothering and harassing Afro Americans who are actually more mature than them. I mean, if you're rich, you have nothing else better to do but prank call people, and you call that having fun? I'm not sitting here prank calling nobody. Look, I am 43 years old. I don't have no time for that. I don't even play video games. So to sit around and prank call people, that shit is far from my mind. But these are grown ass people that's supposed to be adults, owning companies, and they're rich, and yet still they're childish. Adolescents. The only thing it is to me that affects me is that it's just annoying. I'm talking humble, you know what I'm saying? But I will fuck they ass up. And, got a lot of punks out here running around, hanging out with short people so they could beat up and figure out a way how to start trouble with them. So they could, pick on them and bully them and take advantage of them and slap them around or whatever have you. And that I don't find amazing either. Because whoever doing that, they pussy. I'm not going around out here picking on women and beating on women and beating up short people or people that I know that I'm bigger than. That's whack. I mean, when I caught my first case, the dude that I robbed was about 6 feet tall. 6'2". You getting where I'm coming from? And it's what it is. When I was in high school and a bully, I fought the nigga back. It didn't matter whether he was black or white or whatever. But troublemaking is for lames. If you're a lame, it's the opposite of being a hipster. That's somebody that's thriving to prove themselves and Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you are an original hipster, you don't have to. If you know that you know how to fight, or if you know that you know how to play, going around and especially if you're not a professional, going around and picking on people to play or whatever have you, you still have something to prove. Don't you get it? If you're a good player, a great player, you don't have to do that. You could just sit and let it come to you. When I used to play basketball, I used to play ball by myself, and niggas used to come to the court to play. I didn't have to go all around the neighborhood and go to different basketball courts to go play niggas to prove that I'm a talented ball player. Even though I could have did that. You getting where I'm coming from? But that wasn't my thing. You getting where I'm coming from? I didn't have to do that. I didn't need to do that to make myself feel good. I didn't need to do that to prove to myself that I was a great player. And I never had to do that. And I made it. You getting where I'm coming from? I've already proven to myself that I could play. There's people out here that know I can play basketball. Whether I went professional or not, that's not the point. The point is that there's people out here that will say, yeah, he could play ball. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters to me. Let me tell you a story. A short story. You know what I'm saying? This is a little short story. You see this plaque right here, right? Right? This is my General Excellence Award plaque, right? Yeah, I see the beat machine is on. You know, for those who like color, you know what I'm saying? So I'll show it. But yo, I see the General Excellence Award plaque, right? This plaque, I'll never forget how I won the plaque. You see, in class, it was this kid, this Spanish kid, Hispanic kid. You know, he was actually one of my class friends, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I would have never thought of it. I'm going to be honest about it. I would have never imagined it. But he made a bet that I didn't know that he would make. And he betted that he would score higher than me on the finals. That's the bet that he made. This plaque right here had nothing really to do with the bet, but that just came naturally. You feeling where I'm coming from? Me just doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the perfect student. You know what I'm saying? I used to come back I used to come from lunch late to class sometimes, a lot of times. But I knew the work. You getting where I'm coming from? And I wasn't a disrespectful student, whereas I disrespect my teachers. And I wasn't so hard-headed where they had to tell me multiple times to sit down or shut up or whatever, be quiet. You getting where I'm coming from? But anyway, I won the bet. You getting where I'm coming from? And actually, I scored higher than him on the test. You getting where I'm coming from? He's a smart kid. He's a smart dude. No doubt. You getting where I'm coming from? But at the same time, he felt he needed to prove something. You getting where I'm coming from? He was on a mission to prove that he was smarter than me. And he didn't need to do that. You getting where I'm coming from? I never even bragged about it or made fun about it to him to do it. He came out of nowhere, out of left field with that shit. You getting where I'm coming from? But I know where it came from. It came from us playing basketball at lunchtime. We was always playing each other in basketball. He's a great player. He could play. I call him Baby Jordan. But it's what it is. You getting where I'm coming from? He couldn't fuck with me. And that, so, everything, one thing led to another. But the moral of my story is this. For those who have low self-esteem, the best way to prove to yourself is just keep it to yourself. Because if you lose, it was never a bet anyway. You get it? So, but once you put yourself in that position where you're on a mission to prove something, it never really works out. It never works out. Because you're putting pressure on your brain. And when you put pressure on your brain, you can't focus to play or do anything right or whatever it is that you're trying to do. It never comes out right. Peace. One, Rocdastar.